Welcome back to Journey with Jackie. I am glad you're joining me today because as I promised on my video from last week, I want to share with you what I feel are what I believe some of the best tinted moisturizers. If you have acne prone, sensitive skin, you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s, and you really just want to put on like something really light but give your face just a little bit of coverage and don't feel like you are wearing on makeup. And then here's the other thing. I'm going to title this right here. Easy and quick tinted moisturizers to use. And you don't have to be a makeup artist because I am definitely not a makeup artist. It has to be simple and easy for me to do anything. I already have on one of them today, so let me just do a quick rewind and I'm going to share with you what I put on before I start this video. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is the darker color that I'm going to use around my mouth area, and then this is the lighter color that I'm going to use on the rest of my face. I just do one pump of the lighter, so I put it there. Then one pump of the darker. And I'm actually going to use, I'm going to mix the two. So I'm going to use these two as my eyeliner. I'm actually going to wet the brush. I'm actually going to be doing my part 2 of my live tonight. Are you following me on Instagram? I have started a series, 3-part series, just giving just a little helpful tips and perspective for people who are looking to buy a home for the first time. So I do an Instagram live with a lender that I use a lot. Her name is Joy. And so we just want to help as many people as we can attain their dream homes or their next steps and whatever it is that they want to do. And so we just sort of walking you through the steps on what it would take to actually start the process to get you into your new home. And so it's an easy step. Honestly, that's why we're doing this live, to show you how easy it is to begin. And you're doing the hardest part, we believe, is you're picking up the phone, you're calling me, and then we're just showing you how quickly we will actually get you through these steps. And if you aren't ready at the moment, it's okay. We sort of give you the little tips that you would need to help you when you are ready to make that move. So anyway, so that's why I'm just putting on a tad bit more. So I'm going to be doing that tonight at 6 o'clock. And we are going to do a 3-part series. So definitely follow me on Instagram right here, Journey with Jackie _. I would love for you to do that as well. And if you haven't already, subscribe with me right here before you do that. So you'll be connected with me on Instagram as well as right here on YouTube. So, okay, let me finish this look. Blush for the first time I showed you on my last video that I got from Victoria Beckham. So I'm actually going to throw this on today. So what I typically do is I throw on a few different cream blushes and I kind of like blend them all together. I just put on actually a bronze, sort of like a glow hydrator first. So that's what I put on my cheeks first. And so now I'm just going to throw on a couple different colors for my cream blush. And I'm using, at the moment, the NARS Climax. And then I'm also gonna wear my other lip nude product, the one by Giorgio Armani, the Lip Power, and this color is 109. I'm just gonna block my lip a little bit. So this is 109. This was like that pinky color, I think. It's like a really nice neutral pink color. It definitely feels like a nice full coverage balm, but I just still like my lips to feel just a little bit more moisturized without feeling glossy. So I'm gonna throw on one of my go-to favorites is the Chantecaille Lip Chics. I have lots of these colors, but I don't even know what color this one is. I'll leave the color below. Amari, something like that, but I'll leave it below. It works down for 9, but it just kind of gives, so really it's almost looks like the similar color as what I just put on. It just gives my lips a little bit more moisture, that's all. So that is my look. Now I am going to go show you the rest of the foundations that are best tinted moisturizers. So let's swing to the left. Okay, so now you know I have on the Chanel Le Beiges tinted moisturizer. This is the water-based, which is the original one. Now I will say, I feel, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from sheerest to medium coverage. So I don't have anything that's full coverage. So it's very sheer or to medium coverage. So based on what you need that particular day. So these are the two that I have on that you saw me just put on. I feel they're so thin. Let me just, this is actually that lighter one that I mentioned. And I'll put all the colors that I have below so you guys know. But I mean, this is so, like, it's so sheer and watery that I have to be really careful on making sure that I put it on the brush. See that? I mean, it totally just goes away. So if you just want to just really just put on something and honestly do not feel like you have on anything but just sort of like finishes your face, I definitely say the Le Beiges water-based watercolor water tint is the best one. Now another one that I used to use a lot before these guys, so I still use them both. My second one in the same category for super sheer, just sort of like you're putting this on with your moisturizer but give you a little bit of coverage, is the one by Ultra Repair. And the color that I use in this one is color Rich, and this is also super thin. This one you do have to shake up a little bit. The Chanel one you do not have to shake up. They actually recommend don't shaking it up actually. But see how fast it comes out? I have to be like very careful because it comes out so fast and thin as well. But yeah, see if you can see that. So see, it's like so sheer. So that is another one. So that is my second one when it comes to the everyday get up, don't want to put anything on, definitely reach for one of these two. Now the next category is giving you a little bit more coverage, but just a tad bit more, just so you look more finished, I guess you would say. And so I'm actually going to switch to now Chanel Le Beiges, the newer version, because the newer version gives you a tinge bit more coverage. And sometimes what I do is actually I mix the two. So I may use like this in like my T-zone area, and then maybe use like the original one like around my mouth, and just kind of blend the two so I don't put the whole thing all over to have a finish. So I kind of like mix the two a little bit. But this one I would say would be my next one if I just want to put just a tinge bit more of coverage. And so once again, I'm not going to shake it. They say don't shake it, Chanel, like don't shake it. So I'm going to put this one on my wrist as well. So you can see so it gives you, and that was a lot, because that was a lot, but see how it disappears? And that actually was a lot because they say really only one pump for your entire face. So what you saw me put on my arm, I really should have just spread it out over my entire face. So that just shows you how less that you need and how it's going to completely cover your whole face, just to kind of give you a little polished finish look. And then another one in that same category, a tad bit cheaper than buying the Chanel, which I love, is the one by the Sephora brand. And it's the best skin ever. Okay, now, so let's be real, right? So I did say it was a Sephora brand, which is fine. So whatever reason the little, it doesn't want to work. So I'm just going to take off this lid here and put that right there just to show you. So you can see it definitely had more coverage. So once again, we're going gradually into the sheer, but see, it's very, very similar to the Chanel beiges that gives you a little bit more coverage. Very thin, very light, no smell, which is very important if you have sensitive skin. So yeah, I like that one a lot. This one is 45p, once again from Sephora. Now, going back to another brand that we're all familiar with. So once again, so this next one I'm going to say is in the same category as a Sephora one. And that one is by Charlotte Tilbury. And this one is called Beautiful Skin. I think it, yeah. Beautiful Skin Foundation. Once again, I'm putting on more than I typically would for one spot because it's kind of hard to just do one little tiny pump because they give you enough for your face, your entire face. But see, oh my God, that's great. Great color. And I know some you guys are probably wondering, like, some of these colors are not matching your arm. I will say some of these colors are based on the season as well. If I'm tan versus not tan. So the color you just saw me put on the Charlotte Tilbury is when I'm not so tan, like in the summer. So this is obviously a color that I would wear like now until like maybe July when I've been in the sun more. Then I would probably have to use like a shade darker. But so this is Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin, so I'm loving. So now I'm going to transition to, for me, what I would consider full coverage for me. But for you, in the beauty world, they probably would classify these as medium coverage. I don't typically wear these a lot, only because, once again, they're like more full color. And as we're talking about, we're trying to give you that beautiful, natural skin that's quick, easy, and without being a makeup artist. So that's what I just showed you. So now I'm going to share with you, if I was going out in the evening or going someplace where I'm getting dressed up and I have to have like a more made up look or a full coverage look, for me using a medium coverage, then I would use one of these three. Now obviously I have these three based on the color, is based on the time of the season, but so I'm going to share with you the lightest, the thickest, all medium coverage in my opinion. This is one from the store called Blue Mercury. This is actually their brand, and it's called Skin Tint Glow. Now it says Skin Tint Glow. In my opinion, this is like a medium coverage for sure. For sure. So just cleaning off the top here. All right, so let's see what this guy looks like. What color? So I just want to show you. So it is, I mean, it's very light, but you can see it definitely gives you a nice coverage, a nice finished glow, and you notice it, so it's there, right? So you definitely have to pick, my opinion, the right color, because it will finish your face like a sheer foundation. Yeah, it's very pretty. Now I smell this one a tad bit, but it just smells like a quick product that I just put on my face. It's like no fragrance in it. So that one I like. Okay, another brand that you are familiar with is Dior. So this is the Dior Nude line tint, and once again for me it's going to be a medium coverage. So this is obviously one that I was wearing more in the winter time when I got this color. But once again, yeah, because you can see how light that color was. But it's so pretty. And then the last one that I want to share with you is a brand that we all love. I know we all love Rihanna, and it's Fenty. And it's the Fenti Beauty one. So this one, I'm just going to shake it up just a tad bit. So pretty. I need to wear this one more often. I don't know why. I just feel like because lately I just don't want to feel like I'm made up too much here. But that is so pretty. Nope, Rihanna, you did good. It looks very good, very natural. Now I will say, let me classify and share with you one last thing. So I think for the most part, all of these are going to give you, for the most part, the ones that's going to give you like that more hydrating skin tint glow look is going to be, in my opinion, these. Which are the very first ones that I showed you, which are the Chanel and the Sephora. So these are going to look more like hydrated, like a moisturizing natural glow, in my opinion. The rest of these, in my opinion, are all going to give you more of a finished, polished, light foundation look. And so I think that's why I generally gravitate towards these as my everyday for the most part, because I just want my skin to look as youthful as possible with more like hydrated. And it, you know, if I did a better job of like drinking lots of water, but I don't drink lots of water, which I have to work on. I know I'm still a work in progress, so that's something I'm trying to do better with this year. I'm definitely doing better with it. And so I just want to feel more hydrated looking versus my polished finished look every day for the most part. So that's why I think tend to go towards these as my go-to everyday holy grail. So I hope that was a big help for you. If you, like I said, if you're looking for that no fuss, no mess, easy to use, quick, natural glow, and age has no limits to what you want to do, then these are definitely the tinted moisturizer / medium coverage foundations that I recommend. And but let me know which one was your favorite, if there was one that you like, if you're thinking about trying, and if you have any questions that I could answer for you, definitely leave me a message below. And then my next one I'm going to share with you, as I promised, are the best foundations, and I actually switched to cream foundation. So I have bought a lot of them, I have narrowed them down, and I'm actually going to make that a quick video for you guys and do that and launch it next week. So subscribe if you haven't pushed the button as of yet, and I cannot wait to see you guys very soon. And once again, don't forget, check out my real estate Instagram live part 1 and part 2 if you haven't seen it already, and definitely shoot me a message if you have any questions, and if you ever need any help with real estate, residential, commercial, I gotcha. Love you guys so much. Oh, and that's, I didn't say the states. Pennsylvania or New Jersey. Love you guys. Thank you. See you soon. Bye.